Oh yeah, mate. Now this is a hot little nug. This is a 98 Daihatsu Charade. That's JDM, meaning that it's not made in Japan. It was delivered in Japan. Then someone dragged it here, but apparently in Japan, it was turned into this GRTS2. Let me explain. This belongs to one of James's mates, who's now one of my mates, because he likes cars and drums and audio, so we get along just fine. These little nugs usually had a 1.3 litre or a 1 litre 3-cylinder. I had a housemate one of them. It was slow. But I had an 89 Charade 4-cylinder. So good. But mate, this is a 1.5 litre fitted as part of like the whole, GRTS2. Same with the body kit, the seats, although apparently the original seats are all effed. Apparently these are $50 wheels from an old mate. But Chris has done quite a few mods to this, mate. It's got an RB25 turbo on an SR20 manifold. I mean, look at this custom stuff here. The intercooler is just taken from a tractor and then cut and shut and fit in there. I mean, whew, that battery ain't coming loose, huh? It's got a 90s Haltech ECU in it. I mean, straight away, that just gets you excited. It feels good in the hand as well. I really like it. These carbon fibery bits as well are part of like the body kit pack from Japan. And this thing is dripping with business. And I don't think you've seen in the back yet. Those are humongous subwoofers. This thing is a monster. Oh my goodness. And it's such a stinky stereo system, I was given this precaution before borrowing it.
So if you see smoke anywhere, if something's going horribly wrong.
Smoke's pouring out of it.
Smoke's pouring out, or things are melting or burning.
Yeah.
You have full permission to grab the bolt cutters and go to town on the cables.
Yeah.
Just stop it. Just cut it. That's your disconnect.
Or like, if you're one of me floaties, mate, you actually get a few like little secrets and things of stuff coming up. So, thank you for supporting me. And most people notice this tough book. Well, it talks to the 90s Haltech ECU. And it is literally Fast and the Furious style. Like normally it's on the seat here with gauges running and all sorts. It's more hardcore than that. This is connected to the knock sensor. Cars have knock sensors so you listen for pinging and detonation and whatnot. And like Chris has realized, it's literally just a microphone. And so he's hooked up an audio connection to it. If this would focus, nice one iPhone 15. You can literally listen to the engine. He's normally got hooked up to an amplifier and he's listening with an earbud in his ear. Like listening to the pinging. That is amazing. Like playing with the tunes and whatnot. And it makes all the funny noises. Oh, the funny noises. But it's really well done. It's not redonkulously loud, even though it's very firm. Like, you'll dent the panel before you'll even move any of it. I mean, what I'd love to know is, how economical is it? I mean, these are economy cars. That's their whole point on their whole existence on the planet. And then people are having heaps of fun with them. Lightweight cars, turbo noises. How much fuel does it use? Like speaking to Chris, he said about 8 point something, which would put it at like a big V6 or, a big lumpy Camry. Which I guess it is a bigger engine and she's got all the turbo and all the mods and whatnot. So let's just go and hypermile a car from Fast and the Furious. Oh boy, we're doing it. Hyper nug. Easy does it. Gotta have the lights on for a bit. I mean, this thing's so full of subwoofers, I don't think it matters. And we can just easy. Oh, having a manual. So much control. I mean, it's got a 1.5 litre, which is really big for a car this tiny. So it's actually got piles of low down torque. And then up top, mate, she's got that turbo. And also the speedo's a bit quick, so if it looks like I'm going slow, I'm not. Oh, I mean, this car's pretty dang firm. Like, your Nana would hate it. But I do have a turbo key car. I just haven't shown you yet. And I actually think it's a little less comfortable than this. This is not bad. That's it. I think we've got to give it one. Hang on, here we go. Just one. It hunts a little at idle. It's going. I mean, it's like it's heavily modified or something. the slowest this car's ever been driven. Oh baby, we're getting into the faster zones now. Normally this is where Nuggets really struggle, but this is no ordinary Nugget. Ooh, one gear up to 80. Oh, look at the torque she's got. Still in fifth. I haven't had the downshift. Just a little kiss of the foot, up she goes. So drivable. She cruises good though. I mean, like the revs aren't low, but you see how hard, like how far the rev gauge could go. So it's still low comparatively speaking to itself. Does that make sense? I don't care. That's the second time my phone's done that, actually. That's really annoying, Apple, mate. But mate, this thing's so drivable. I barely got on the turbo. Just having that big 1.5 litre for such a small car, it was a pinch. This was awesome. Heaps comfy seats. It's firm, but it's fine. It doesn't bang. It doesn't bottom out. Lovely to shift. The clutch is pretty worn. It's still the factory one. And let's just cut straight to business, mate. Let's have a look at the board. Miserable hypermiling, taking a race car and taking all the fun out of it. Where does she go? Oh, don't get zapped, Tony. You got done by the turbo nug. 5.3. That's heaps good. Full of subs and everything. That's so good. I mean, guys, I baby this thing. It's like the tiniest of pedal and just so careful all the time. Like, this is no fun. No fun to get that number, but it did it. But I mean, we haven't talked about the hill yet, which is like the steep incline in the 100 zone. How many RPM does it do? I mean, the V8s are just smashing it. Bruce 2's pretty good. And then the smaller the engine, you know, the worse it gets. Oh, she wants a downshift. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to... Oh, no, she needs more pedal now. Okay, no, now we're... Okay, yep, we're working up the hill. We're not doing 100 yet. I mean, when does the turbo kick in? Okay, that's about 100. Can we get fifth? Come on. Come on. You fifth. No. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, that's just gear ratios for you and just little motors. But hey, everywhere else, it did stinking awesome. Oi, it pipped the 98 roller on the hill and on the leaderboard. Like, yeah. Oh, it's so good to see Tony in third, mate. And there's things I've got planned. You're gonna drop even lower. Take that, you little red idiot. Oh no, secrets. Oh, this is a fantastic car. It might be 16 different shades of red, but that doesn't matter. That's just to stop rust. That's just to keep it on the road. It's a toy. And like, Chris has worked out how to play with like the proper like dyno stuff and tuning and getting into the ECU and running all the fuel maps and whatnot. And like for the fuel economy run, it was tuned for the pop bang thing. So it was pop, pop, bang, bang, bang. It even pulled out economy doing that. He accidentally left it in that tune because he finds it funny. It's not fast. It's not fast, but it's fun. It's a really, really fun way to get around. And I'm honored to have borrowed this nugget. Thank you, Chris. Thank you once again.